All ready?
Send it.
Well, that wasn't any fun. So it's about 9 o'clock in the morning here in Oklahoma, and got a little bit of a rain. It's not real heavy, but just enough to be a little annoying. Got a 14-mile-an-hour wind that's coming in at a slight angle to us, but I really wanted to go shooting today. Today's more of just a decompression day for me. Just wanted to get some trigger time and maybe get something recorded on it. I got my little Ruger 22 Charger back out here today. I've got a Ruger American Ranch in 223, and then I've got a new AR-15 build that I kind of want to play around with some more. I sighted it in not too awful long ago with some like 50 grain varmint rounds, but I've got some different grain weight match ammo. Just kind of wanted to see what it would do and kind of see what that Ruger Ranch would do also. But the AR, it's got a 16-inch medium heavy KAK barrel. It's got a rifle speed gas system, and last time I was out here, it did not matter what setting I put the rifle speed gas system on. It was a consistent 330 ejection pattern. It just seemed like it was doing absolutely nothing, which if it stays at 330 ejection pattern, I'm happy with that. But I really wanted to dial it down to, I want to make it as soft shooting as absolutely possible. I'm not going to use this one for home defense or anything. It's probably just going to be a coyote rig. And I really want it to be just as soft shooting as possible. So whatever I can do for that. And the rifle speed adjustable gas block system, it seemed pretty neat, so I wanted to give it a shot. Still got the AB 5.56 on it. I do have the Resilient Rambler Man also on the Ruger American Ranch, and I think I'm going to leave it on there mostly today. We'll see. That might change. I'm curious how good it sounds on 223 because I've never tried it. If it's substantially louder on 223 than what that AB is, then I'll swap the AB over, but if they're pretty close, then I'm just going to leave it. I have heard people say that the Rambler Man is quieter than the Polonium. I don't have a Polonium, but I've shot it next to that AB quite a bit. And if that's true, then I'm just going to leave it on there for today and not swap them out. But I am kind of curious how they do stack up with each other because I've never really done that with the Rambler Man. It's mostly just lived on big bore stuff. So today be a good test to see what it does on smaller calibers. I didn't bring any end caps with me, so it is just the 46 cal end cap on there. But I'm about to be putting my little stickers on my paper boards and trying to see if this rain dies down any over the next few minutes. It is thunder and lightning, but it's all moving back behind me now. Really don't want to get out there in it just yet. I'd rather give it just a few more minutes. I think the rain is going to be pretty consistent today till about noon. It's not supposed to be anything real heavy, but I'd rather the lightning get a little further away from me first. So we'll just see how it goes and give it a shot today. All right, while I'm sitting here waiting for the rain to die down enough for me to go put my targets out, I've got a few rounds of some, what I assume to be some 55 grain, no name stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw them down range and see if I can just kind of play with the gas system and see if we can get it kind of dialed in before anything else. I've got it set on setting 1 right now. I don't know what setting it's supposed to be on, but we're just gonna shoot and find out. I guess I could have looked to see where that ejected at. Did it load another round in? It did. I'll pick that one up here in a minute. So Let's go ahead and skip 2. So right there, setting 3. Okay, that made a difference. That put it back there at about 4 o'clock. Let's skip 2 again. Pretty close to the same. Skip 2 again. Let the car go by. I took it all the way to setting 12 this time. I really want to see what happens. I'm not getting any change in ejection, and I don't understand why. So there was a plunger already installed in this gas system whenever you get them, and it had a smaller plunger and a little bit bigger plunger. I swapped out the little bit bigger plunger to see if that changed anything, and it appears it's not doing anything. I really don't understand this. I mean, I'm getting, it's running good, running reliably, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. I really want to be able to tune it, and so far it's like I'm just running just a straight fixed gas block, and it's not adjustable. I really don't understand that. I mean, I've got it choked off as much as, well, soon to be will be choked off as much as it can. So that was 12. Let's go ahead and take it all the way back to 1. So right here was setting 1. I get maybe the slightest difference between position 1 and position 12. Maybe. I got one more round that I ejected out. Let me throw that one back in there and see what happens. Sure on berm. Yeah, okay, no difference. I'm not getting any difference between the first setting and the 12th setting. I don't understand that. I did message Rifle Speed about this, and their response that they gave me really did not give me any helpful information at all. So that's just something to kind of think about. Not saying that they're not a good company or anything, but the information they gave me did not help me out, and I told them exactly what my problem was. I literally come out here early on a Sunday morning on Mother's Day while it's raining and storming just to get away from people, and a brass goblin has to show up. Well, the rain died down just long enough for me to get the targets put up, and then as soon as I got back to the bench, it started coming down a little bit harder again. Guess we'll just keep waiting. Okay, I decided to go ahead and just get started. I'm out of the weather enough, I guess. So the ammo I'm going to start off with is this Frontier by Federal 62 grain full metal jacket. I've got 10 rounds loaded up in here, and I've got 10 rounds loaded up in the AR. I'll do 5 rounds, 5 rounds, 5 rounds, 5 rounds. I'm not going to give me any more time to cool than the time it is to shoot the other one. Tell you what, that Ramble Man sounds pretty good on this little bolt gun. I don't know if it's as good as the AB on here, but it does pretty good. Tell you what, this little rifle here is a shooter. As long as I do my part, it is a good shooting rifle. Oh, I pulled one of those. Couldn't make it to the last round without pulling it. And now the wind's picking up more. I don't like that any. There's 5 with that one. It's 54 degrees and the wind's picking up now. It sucked the heat right out of that barrel in the suppressor. I really don't like shooting when the rain's hitting me in the face. That wind's blowing it right underneath the awning to me. Last round here. All right. Go back to the AR. I wonder if I'm starting to see a little bit of a barrel break-in. My first shot landed quite a bit higher than the rest of that group did. And the next 4 settled back down. That's probably the best group I've shot with this rifle. It's nothing to brag home about, but it's definitely better than what it has been for the first few shots that I have fired through it. Okay. Now we're going to go to the 68 grainers. Yeah. That suppressor's already cooled back off again. This sucker trying to put down a real good group. So what, I really like this little Ruger American here. So on the Ruger here, I've got a 10 power scope, and on the AR, I'm running a 12 power. And so the AR has a little bit of an advantage. Horrible group. That last group was absolutely trash. It went from a really, really decent group to I don't even know what happened. That's horrible, horrible. Just real quick, make sure the suppressor didn't come loose. No, it's still tight. I don't feel anything loose. Okay. Well, the Ruger American just proved that last group with AR wasn't me. All right, and keep it right here. So now we're going on to the Frontier 75 grain boat tail hollow point matches. I've never shot anything out of this rifle that I could think of that was over 55 grains until today. I do know that the Field Dynamics 50 grainer VMAXs put down like a half-inch group last time I shot them. That's what this gun's still sighted in with too. I figured why change a good thing. All right. Let's see what we do here. I got high hopes for this one. Unless that's like right in the middle of the dot, like bullseye, I don't know where that hit. I can't see it. That one's just a smidge below the dot. I'm assuming that other one's in it. I just love this little American here. All right. Hopefully this gun here will show me a little something better than what it just did. Not very impressive. We got something real special going on here if I don't mess it up. Really hoping I don't mess this up. It's looking real good. One more shot. Y'all ain't gonna believe this when we go look at it. I want to run down there and show y'all that group right now, but I'm not going to. We're gonna be patient. I'm blown away. That is probably the best group this rifle has ever shot. And this is a gun that I paid $400 for. Man, I can't wait to go down there and look at that one. Put this piece of trash back over here. This one better step up its game, because if it doesn't start putting down some better groups, it ain't going on a hunt. Not for coyotes anyways. Man, I can't believe how good that last group was. I can't wait to show it to you. Held open. All right. I have to get my phone out. We're gonna have to go down there and just take a look at that. I can't get over it. Pop it out right here real quick. So right here's where I'm shooting, and 100 yards down there is where my targets are at. But let's walk on down there real quick. Y'all have to see this group. Ooh. Okay. So this poster board here was only shot with the Ruger American Ranch. This poster board was only shot with the AR-15. So this column is the 62 grainers. So that was my first shot, and these are my next 4. Okay. Then we came down here and shot this 5-shot group. Not the best, but I'm not going to complain about it. And we went to 68 grainers. Once again, this is with the Ruger American. First shot, next ones. Then came over here and shot this group. Once again, none of these are anything to write home about. Not too awful impressed. Then we got over here to these 75 grainers. That was my first shot. I couldn't see it, but I thought that it had to be in there somewhere. Then I fired 2 more right there and 2 more here. That's starting to get to be a pretty respectable group. But then, for the final group, that is 5 shots out of that Ruger American. I mean, I knew I had something special going right there when we got to the second shot, and I couldn't see any variation in it. When we got to the third and fourth, I was just praying I didn't mess up that 5th one. I will take that any day of the week. Now we go over here to the one with the AR. Looks like I got 4 rounds right here. There might be 5 right there. Actually, I don't even know. These groups are still spread out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've got 1, 2, 3. I don't even know where the other ones are on that one. I have no clue. I guess they went high, maybe. I really don't know. But this group here, about 2-inch group, not horrible, not great, definitely. I wouldn't want anything bigger than that for sure. This one here is a little bit more than 2 inches. Those 4 there are pretty decent. But that 5th one there, not happy with it. And like I say, going here to the 68 grainers, I have no idea where the other ones went. No clue. Down here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's horrible. That's a 5-inch group right there, nearly. And then went over to the same 5 grainers, a little over 2 inches again. Like I said, it's pretty disappointing. Then right here, we're at about 2.5 inches-ish. Not very impressed with it either. But I'm gonna get back into under shelter now. The rain is starting to pick up a little bit more.